3, 2, 1.
Got a blast!
What is going on, my people? How is everybody doing and how is everybody feeling? And top of the morning, good morning. We are here. You already know we are back with another boatload of videos. My people, I want you guys to brace yourself because I'm telling you, I'm looking at my phone and I got literally like 20 template builds that you guys are gonna wanna be able to check out and maybe use. I'm telling you now, so brace yourself because I'm flooding my channel with a boatload of so many videos as I'm looking at all my screenshots from all of the daggone builds that I literally cooked up because, you know, these are requested builds that y'all wanted. So keep in mind, it's about to be amazing. All right, so we got a whole day of creation. So you already know, first build of the day, let's get right into it. Alonzo Mourning. So you already know this is going to be a center build, as you can see. So before we get into this build, let's start looking at the attributes. So the driving layup is an 80. I recommend 80. To me, I feel like 80 and above is where it's at. You know what I mean? You might say maybe you like to, you know, have a driving layup that's maybe lower than 80. That's cool. But for me, I feel like 80 is like the perfect amount. It just gets the job done. 98 standing dunk, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I personally don't believe you need this amount of standing dunk. I don't really even think you need like ridiculous amount of standing dunk. You can even go with at least a 90 or even 85 and you can still get the job done. Driving dunk of a 70, that's cool. You know, if you know that you're not going to use this build for driving dunk, it's always good to get some driving dunk. But I always say bare minimum should always be 75 because you want to get a lot of those dunk packages that you're able to get, like the Giannis, and then a couple of other good ones. So 75 is still overpowered because of the animations that you get. 90 close shots, so that's going to be good. Now when we're looking at this Alonzo Mourning build, you will be able to stretch the floor. So 82 mid-range, 62 3-point shot. To me, a lot of builds might have this, like centers might have this, like in terms of the player builds, it might have like a 60, maybe like a 70, something of that nature. You get badges by going like a 60. So if you can get a badge, that means you should be able to hit a 3 from time to time, you know, and with your takeover, this will definitely help as well. So 82 is solid. You will be able to make consistent mid-range shots. 64 on the free throw, you should be able to make a couple. Now the post control is solid. 94 post control, you cannot go wrong with that. This is where the build is going to take a hit. So if you look at any type of version of Alonzo Mourning, the pass accuracy is just not good. You know, the pass accuracy is just not good. The playmaking, that wasn't Alonzo Mourning's game. Like, he didn't really need to pass. I believe you can play with no pass accuracy. Is it the smart thing to do? No, but if you have to sacrifice just so you could make a build that's more catered to maybe some other different categories, then I can understand that too. But to me, if you just won't be able to make those outlet passes, you know, that's just how it is. You would need a ball handler to be able to run to you so you could just pass them the ball and then you could get back on offense or get back on defense of that nature. But that's something that, you know, you would have to keep in mind. So we're gonna take a hit in the playmaking, all right? But just because we're taking a hit in the playmaking doesn't mean that this build will not be fun. So look at that, 95 interior defense, which is amazing. The perimeter defense at 64. You will be able to get the bronze and move it on forcer. 74 on the steal, which is amazing. Some centers decide not to have steal. They rather prioritize more rebounding and blocking shots and more interior, so they don't really care too much about steal. But 74 steal is actually great because you would get that just by going 73. You get silver interceptor, so silver interceptor on a center would be nasty. 97 block, which is absolutely amazing. You don't need that much block. The only way that you would get like legend paint patrol is if you go 99 on the block, and I think you go 88. It's either 88 or 89 on the interior defense, something of that nature. And then the rebounding is great, of course. So 92, 96 defensive rebound. This right here will give you the Hall of Fame defensive, the Hall of Fame rebound chaser, so that will be good. Then the physicals, not bad on the physicals. You still will be able to be somewhat fast for a 6'10 center. The strength is phenomenal at a 96 and an 82 vert, and that is the build. So we're gonna go right into the mod player builder. We ain't gonna waste no time. All right, I already took up a lot of minutes just by trying to explain the build and look at the attributes, so we're just gonna get right into it. All right, so let's do it. You already know, so if you're watching this video, just like, subscribe, support the boy. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for nothing else but just a like and a subscribe. That would definitely help the channel to grow. All right, so now I'm looking at this template on my phone right here. So we're gonna go right hand, jersey number is 33. We already know that we're creating Alonzo Mourning. So we're going center, we're going 6'10. I'm gonna drop that weight to 244. All right, and then the wingspan is going 7'6. So just max out that wingspan. It just makes a lot of sense to go with the max wingspan for this build. So he had a 60 something on the speed and agility, but guess what? This build is going to be able to have a 75. So this is a game changer. Being able to run up and down the court with a 75 speed is going to be tremendous. All right, and then I just left the agility at 60. This is a game changer. I'm telling you, there's a big difference between having like a 60 or 65 speed and a 75. This is amazing. All right, some builds have like guard, well, not all guards, but small forwards and some power forwards have like 75 or 70. So you're right in the perfect lane to be able to guard and run up and down the court perfectly. Right now, the strength, he had a 96 strength, but for this build I just maxed it out at 92. 92 is going to be great. I feel like all centers should have at least a 90 or more, 91 or more, because for example 91 gives you brick wall, so you should at least have a 91 starting as a center. You want to be strong in the paint. Then we're going 75 vertical, so we could get those contact dunks that we want. All right, now let's go to the finishing, and we'll go complete the build at the defensive rebound. So the close shot, we're going 86 on the close shot. All right, so look at that. By going 86, float game on gold, hook specialist bronze, paint prodigy on silver. Right, 80 on the driving layup, man. 80 is great because why? The physical finisher on silver, this badge is amazing. And you could 1+ that to gold if you wanted to. That's something that you can keep in mind. But 80 driving layup to me is where you want to go. It's like the bare minimum that you want to go for a layup. I'm telling you, because layup is good, especially if you do real player percentage. I know I spoke about the by going 75, but here's the cool thing: cap breakers. So for this instance, you can get away with a 73, and you could put 2 cap breakers, and you'll get the 75. You'll unlock more dunk packages, but I just went 73 because I wanted to at least get posterizer on bronze. So that's gonna be good. The standing dunk, go with an 81 on the standing dunk. You get that rise up on silver. He had a 98, but this build, I wanted this build to be more all around and just only, dominant in one area. The posts, we're gonna have great posts. So 87 to me is solid. Post up, hold on gold, gold post powerhouse. Some great badges to have. Then for the mid-range, we're gonna only go 76. All right, some people may be like, oh, that's too low. It's not, because cap breakers, we have the opportunity to get 15 total cap breakers. All right, you get 15 total cap breakers, and the rewards this year is actually phenomenal. I seen one that had like 1 million VC or something like that, and listen, I'm telling you, like that's amazing, man. Like I know some people talk crazy about 2K, but we gotta be thankful. So you gotta go 73 on the free throw, so we will be able to hit. These is gonna be good because you could get a takeover that's gonna boost these shooting attributes, and you'll be perfectly fine. Pass accuracy, no, we're not putting any pass accuracy. So if you're not into this, then I can understand why this build is not for you. But we're not putting any pass accuracy. We saw that his passing was low, his playmaking was the worst in terms of the build. That's where you're gonna take a hit, but the build is gonna be great in other areas. So 84 the interior defense, 62 on the perimeter, so we could get moving on force on bronze. Then you want to go 79 79. Why are we going 79? Because look at this. We're going to have glove on silver as a center. Silver interceptor. You can 1+ this to gold. If you want a gold interceptor, then you can do that. Or if you wanted, gold glove, you can do that as a center. 6'10". Keep that in mind. We will be able to block shots. All right, we're going all the way up to a 93 for that paint patroller. This can also go to Hall of Fame if you wanted to, man. The build is not bad. It's not a bad build at all. We're going 80 offensive rebound, and then we're gonna go 85 on the defensive rebound, and we're just gonna probably just put this to the free throw. So the build to me is not bad. You will be able to do some work with this build. You have some great defense. Most centers don't have perimeter or this amount of steal. Most of them don't even have steal at all. So 93 block is going to be amazing. The defense is going to be great. You will be able to rebound. You'll definitely probably have, some issues from time to time going up against those elite rebound centers, but you will be able to do a lot on this build, which is going to be nice. So you're all around. That 75 speed is going to catch a lot of other centers off guard. All right, so once you do that, you already know we get Alonzo Mourning #1 shades. This is his exact build. We was able to utilize the attributes so we could get Alonzo Mourning, and as you can see, we get a two-way interior threat, right? So they're gonna probably think that you only could be in the inside, but you have a nice midi that you could also put cap breakers towards and get it into the 80s, and you'll be solid when it comes to that. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all thought about this build, and until next time, much love.